Hello internet, so this is going to be a bit of a shorter video and I just wanted to say that r/basediftrue is dead. Unfortunately, Reddit finally got to it and I actually have no idea what truly got it banned. Is I am banned on Reddit, as you can see, and I haven't talked to the mod or anything who was modding it, so who the fuck knows what post actually got it banned. But some other subreddits were talking about it and I thought it'd be cool to just go see what they said. One of them really doesn't like my channel at all, and that is probably going to be the first one that we look at today, but I just wanted to show you guys that Saltier Than Crate really has it out for me, because they made another post. This was the first post they did 1 year ago, and I made a video on it called Reddit is Hunting Me Down, and if you haven't seen that, go check it out. But they have made another post about me for some reason. Isn't this like a Star Wars thread? I don't know why I appear here constantly, but this was 2 months ago and I was at 27.5 and now I think I am almost at 37, which is absolutely insane. No, I actually passed 37, which is even crazier. My channel is just growing so fast. Thank you so much. But let's look at this real quick. Another chud spotted 2 months ago. And these people need to be neutered. My furry post, this LGBT subreddit is crashing out. I forgot what this one was actually about, but I'm racist for hating this game apparently, and this baller thumbnail, by the way. You know, even if you think my videos are slop, you gotta admit, I make some fucking catchy thumbnails, so if my channel goes down for whatever reason, maybe I'll try to get paid just making thumbnails for people. But anyway, let's look at the comments. Why do y'all make posts like this? You're just free advertising this guy. You're not debunking any arguments or providing any commentary. You're just going, look, this channel exists. This isn't even an entertainment/nerd channel, which is the type of thing this subreddit is about. It's just a generic right-wing channel. Hey, I actually take offense to that. I am a Floppatarian channel, actually, thank you very much. We will rise up one day, just you wait. I decided to look at what other videos have been uploaded to his channel and found these. I'm surprised he hasn't been reported yet. I don't see what's wrong with these at all. Like, what are you gonna report? All I do is say pride is dumb. Like, the idea of having pride in things that you can't control is dumb. But why would I expect these people to actually watch the videos? They're just gonna look at the thumbnails and, you know, go off. Here's another one, since Reddit doesn't allow me to put multiple images and comments. Again, like, how is this gonna get me banned for if you decide to report it? I've seen some connection with shitty mindsets and caracals. Can someone explain? Those kitties don't deserve this? Wait, what connection? I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who uses the caracal and does, I guess, political content. I gotta say, we gotta stop giving the new freaks oxygen. Sir, is this a threat? Don't give them any attention, that's what they wanted, but really I find it 100% a red flag if the YouTubers started using Wojaks in their thumbnail. I mean, why not? I think they're pretty funny, and I don't use it for every thumbnail, obviously. The only reason I use it is because I see it associated with Reddit content a lot, so I just use it because it's kind of in the meta. Is ni-a-thon it supposed to be a play on words, or just insulting to non-binary people? Either way, stop advertising these folks. Oh, I'm just fucking around, really. Sure, I'm poking fun at non-binary people because they use the word it as a pronoun, but I just thought it was funny, really. And this is one of my favorite posts on this subreddit, a list of reactionary far-right YouTube channels, feedback welcome, and they created an entire list, but they also associate us with alt-righters, even though these things like actually have two different meanings. But let's go see who they consider far-right. Okay, obviously we see Asmongold and Asmongold clips. You know, I actually don't know who a lot of these people are, surprisingly. I'm looking through the names, let me see. Despot of Antrim, this is actually one of my favorite YouTubers of all time. Despot, if you're watching or if you're there, I love you, bro. Disbrew is also another one of the film and TV show, you know, critics or whatever, along with like the Little Platoon and Despot of Antrim. But labeling these people quote-unquote far right is just crazy. I guess this person may be European or something. Endymion, another one that of course they hate. Again, the far right label is also weird. I've watched him for a long time, but it's, again, I wouldn't label him politically far right. Just some guy? Really? Why is he under the far right umbrella? Uh-oh, Night's Watch and Shadiversity, again, alt-righters. I hope Shad's doing well. I know he was having health issues the last time I watched him. Liberal Hive Mind, of course, again, someone who I wouldn't consider far-right. This is crazy. Moon? Really? Moon? Nerdrotic, of course, another film guy who they consider far-right. Joe Rogan is now far-right and alt-right. So is Paul Joseph Watson. Up here's the Shadiversity call-out. The Babylon Bee? Really? The Critical Drinker, my personal least favorite. I really do hate him most of all. How is the Critical Drinker one of the far alt-right people? And what did he do to be your least favorite? Like, I know people like don't like him, but I never really understood the hate. I think all of his videos are pretty alright. The Movie Cynic, really? Another far right alt-right figure. Think Before You Sleep, definitely not far right. Same for Timcast IRL. Yeah, this guy is like politically brain rot if he thinks these people are anywhere close to far right or alt-right, as I guess we would understand it here in America. Oh my god, he's suspicious of the Little Platoon, the guy I was talking about earlier. This is also one of my favorite, I guess, you know, cinema critics or whatever. I started watching all the TV and movie critics around the same time, so I just love all these guys. Go subscribe to them. They honestly make much better videos than me, but let's continue. Oh my god, they don't like diesel patches either. Should healthy gamers be added? As far right? Healthy gamers GG? You mean Dr. K? Being anti-fapping tends to be associated with far right attitudes? Holy shit, this guy is so brain rot. Oh yeah, and I see Metatron on here as well. Why would you put Metatron on here, man? Metatron is such a nice guy. This guy is fucking retarded. He writes whole paragraphs too defending himself when this person only said, some of these are valid for your list, but most of them are just creators that have a different opinion about fiction-based media. You don't have to like certain movies, and you shouldn't box people into a political group because they don't want to watch optional media. By your standards, a majority of successful YouTubers that have opinions on movies are right-wing, and that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, holy shit. It really is this obvious, but this guy, I can't believe it, man. It's so dumb I gotta leave. r/basediftrue has been banned, and this is on banned subs. In what way did they violate Rule 1? I don't know what it was about. Lots of trans bad and gay bad posts. It was a subreddit for a smallish YouTuber. There seems to be a ban evasion sub too. How hard is it for people to just be kind? I mean, if you want my honest opinion, I'm pretty transparent about how I feel about a lot of this stuff. And it definitely isn't just trans bad, gay bad. Like, if people want to post that, I'm not gonna stop them. You can hate people who are fat, 5'6", Russian, Korean, men, I'll include myself in all this. I think you should be free to criticize or, you know, joke or say whatever you want about whatever group. Why should you or myself be allowed to tone police and decide who gets to say what and determine, you know, what people's motives are? I don't think the good guys are ever the ones that engage in censorship. I mean, my Discord does, but it's because I'm not trying to get it nuked again. Like, I try to stay as consistent as possible when I can. This person said ban evasion and Nazism, yes. When you've run out of words to say, just call my community Nazis. You know, an actual Nazi joined my server once and he actually left because he got bullied out of it so hard for being a retard, so yeah, my community's on the edgier side, but none of us actually support it. Like I said, just watch my videos and you can understand what I believe pretty quickly. Nazism, I believe the exact thing they discussed was that communism was statistically worse than Nazism. It is, and yet Reddit allows communist subs and communist propaganda. True. I say this all the time too, and if you follow the history, it's pretty obvious. Yet Reddit always chooses the path of hypocrisy every single time. Uh-oh, is this Wubba Bubba's actual account getting fucking downvote spammed? That would be really funny. He's probably right about this too. They were literal Nazis, like actual Nazis. They were supporting Stone Toss. You know, I don't know much about Stone Toss, so I could be wrong, but I know he's a comic creator, and I don't think it's fair to assume that everybody knows, like, the history of someone who, especially if they make, like, a funny comic or something. It's not fair to assume that just because someone makes a right-wing comic that they're a literal Nazi. Like, this word just gets thrown around so often that it's hard to tell who actually may really sympathize with these ideas. That's why this word basically has lost all meaning, at least online. That sub was filled with right-wing libertarians. What the hell are you on about with Nazis? Libertarians support the right of Stone Toss to speak freely, the same as anyone else like Hassan Piker. That's the point of the whole movement. Will I stand with Stone Toss on much of anything? No, he's the scum of the earth in my opinion, but we as humans are endowed with the right to free speech, and I think this is really what I'm trying to get at. Like I said, I only know him by, the style of comics that he does. I don't know any history about him or anything. But people should definitely have their freedom to say what they feel. I used to be all about banning and canceling people who I felt the mob deemed hateful or fascists. But now, even though my values and beliefs have stayed the same, I think the left has gone too far with what it deems hate speech, and that knee-jerk reaction to cancel it actually makes things worse. True! And of course, these two got -1 downvote. Now for him to get banned off of YouTube, great. I know at least one person who would be happy with that. You guys just want to eliminate anyone who thinks different from you. True, and this person said, imagine defending transphobic grifters, and I actually posted this on my YouTube channel because it was such a just perfectly worded, set of sentences. So, he's not grifting, you're using entirely the wrong word. Grift implies some kind of scam, which he's not. His content is pretty transparent. Maybe you're going for the angle of a guy who stokes the flames of hatred and radicalism online, but not really, no. I'd say his hottest take for the Reddit crowd is that he doesn't affirm popular left-wing claims about transgenderism, but he speaks about people who change their identity that way as victims of a money-hungry medical industry and hate-fueled media industry. Just perfect. Absolutely perfect. There aren't really any underlying tones that imply or play into an echo chamber narrative driven worldview, and he explains what he says in plain language. He doesn't pressure his viewers to do or believe anything. He just states his opinions. Just complete facts. I thought about making this guy like a based god just for how well he worded this shit. If you're in the comments section, man, let me know and I will add you to the list. But yes, this news also got around to r/endwokeism, r/conservative youth, r/reclassified, and r/lavender, which I think I've seen his channel before actually. Yeah, he does history and politics, which is pretty cool. But thank you guys on Reddit for your support. I know it sucks, and I'm not quite sure what to do with it because I was actually going to make a video about it, which I probably should have before, it got deleted. But hey, maybe another one will pop up, and I'm probably not going to be the owner of it because I'm banned, but it was fun while it lasted. But anyway, thank you so much to everybody who supports the channel, all my base gods, base legends, super based, and base certified members. I am so happy to be running a pretty successful channel now. And like I said, it really motivates me to just post, and I'm gonna start investing a lot more, money into the skits with all your very generous contributions. So expect to see more of that in the next few months. I still gotta pay off the little bit of debt that I have. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. Peace.